right, good morning, guys. I thought we'd start off with today with going over your last homework assignment in case you were confused. Now, all the questions above, they were all answered in the video. They're very basic. If we're talking about Newton's second law, the idea has to do there's a relationship between force, mass, and accelerate. You need to have a force to move an object that has mass and make it accelerate. And the harder the forces on that mass, the more it will accelerate. Okay? Now, the math problems, the key here is looking at what they've given you and plug it into the equation and then solve for whatever's left over. So, for instance, a mass of 0.625 kilograms, it says right there that it's a mass, so that's going to go where the m is. So, 0.625 is going to be your mass. And then if I were to continue reading on, it says is thrown across the room with a force of 30 newtons. And since it says force, it's going to go where the F is. So 30 is going to go here. And what we want to know is it's asking what is the acceleration. So we're solving for A. So here's your problem. You just had to solve for A. So in order to get A by itself, you divide both sides by 0.625, divide by 0.625, and once you do that, 30 divided by 0.625 is 48. Now, not only do you need to show your work with the formula like I have here on them, but I also asked you to put your units. So it's acceleration. Now, acceleration is meters per second squared. All right, so the answer for this one is 48 meters per second squared. All right, for number 8, it says a dog accelerates at 3 meters per second squared while pulling a sled with a mass of 25 kilograms. What force did the dog apply? So we know that they've given us the acceleration. So the red was 3 meters per second squared. That is an acceleration, so I'm going to put that under the A. And a mass of 25 kilograms, it's mass, so it's going to go over under the M. And it wants to know what is the force. Oops. Okay, so 25 times 3 is 75. Now 75 what? 75 newtons, because the unit for force is under newtons. Now for number 9, this is a ball is hit with a force of 125 newtons and it accelerates at a rate of 25 meters per second squared. What is the mass of the ball? So we're solving for mass. They have given us the force, which is 125, so I'm going to put under the F. They've given us the acceleration, which is 25, so I'm going to put it under the A. And we just don't know what the M is yet. So something times 25 equals 125. All right, so we're going to divide both sides by 25. All right, that cancels out. M equals 125 divided by 25 is 5. Now the unit for mass is kilograms. So the answer is 5 kilograms. If you're stuck at all in today's assignment, just email me the password of JYNX, Jinx, and I will let you in for a Zoom session and we can talk about what you're struggling with, okay? All right, now this one confused a lot of people. I want you to imagine that there are different trucks and trains, and they're all moving at this exact same acceleration, all right? That's what they're saying here, that they have this exact same acceleration, but they all have different amounts of mass in them. So you have one that's really, really heavy and one that maybe is kind of light, but they're both going the exact same speed. Now, what you should know is that the more massive something is, the more force you're going to have to put to make it accelerate, versus the smaller the mass, you don't have to do as much work to it to make it go the same speed. All right, so they've given you the mass for all these. So what you're really supposed to do, because you're solving for force, all right, force equals, They'd given you the mass, so 1, 3, 6, 7, 7, 5, but they did not give you the acceleration. It doesn't matter as long as you just pick the same thing. So here's the mass. I'll just do this. F equals the mass times the acceleration. You basically just had to pick any number you wanted. You could have done 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. So it's still that equation that we have here from the second law. However, the easiest thing you could have done is just picked 1. Let's pretend they all moved at an acceleration of 1. So any number times 1 is going to be itself. So really, what you could have done is done it from smallest to largest. So the smallest one, or if you went greatest to largest, it didn't matter. The smallest one would be Wednesday. Second smallest would be Thursday, and then Tuesday, and then Monday, and then Friday. The basics of this problem was just to get you to understand that in order to get something that has a lot of mass, like this one down here, if you're going to make it accelerate at the same 1 meters per second squared as you did on all the other days here, you're going to have to add a larger force. So technically, for Friday's date, they'd have to put a force of 136,925 newtons just to make it accelerate 1 meters per second squared. Whereas if you looked at Wednesday, it only required 116,500 newtons to make it accelerate 1 meters per second squared. All right, what you're going to be working on today is a review on Newton's second law with some more of the math problems for those of you who are struggling, and then we're going to go a little bit more into the third law. All right, I hope that helped you out, and I hope you have a great day. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.